Alright. So, let's do this.
I don't have time to play.
So, perspective on this Pokemon Gen tier list. I am a filthy, disgusting casual. When I make this tier list, I focus on just how fun, like, you know, the single player mode is. I don't care about comp. I don't care about, like, super any game. I'm like, how fun was it to play through a campaign? How cool the Pokemon? All that stuff. Oh, there's a broken meta in Gen 4? Don't care. Alright, let's just go from Gen 1. So we can agree. And Gen 1, pretty mid. Great for its time. It's obviously garbage now, but for its time, pretty. Actually, in fact, it gets A tier because it was really good for its time. Obviously, a lot of issues with it. Even like when they made it, it was like, oh yeah, there's some clear balance issues. Psychic's clearly broken. Ghost sucks except for being psychic. There's, you know, a lot of Pokemon are just trash. The whole 4 Pokemon need to be traded to evolve them, and that sucked. All the glitches. Not really an endgame. Thank you, Joe Streamin, for the Prime. Much appreciated. So sorry, this is real quick because of the stream notification, and everyone had to fight about this, and I love it. But I think Gen 1, pretty fucking good for what it gave us. Especially, I think the creativity and things like, you know, Eevee as a Pokemon. Like, all different, like, that was a really cool thing. A tier. Gen 2, bro, what do I need to say? First of all, they have the entirety of Gen 1 in the game. You beat the game, you go Gen 1. It gives you a real post-game, right? Big problem fix. The roaming legendaries, I think it's sponsored with the tier 1 as well. Based, dead ass, no cap, I love it. The roaming legendaries was fucking awesome in Gen 2. Conceptually, I think execution-wise, catching Suicune, Raikou, etc., pain in the ass. I think like the happiness system, like for a few Pokemon, moves like return or whatever, cool concept. You feel close to your Pokemon. As a little kid, I'm like, I'm a little kid, I love my Pokemon. A great game. They had a lot of things like the lottery system was added in that. What else was in that? Just a lot of cool designs. Oh no, Spirals. Well, you just used someone else's money. But can we guys agree, Gen 2? Really good. I think the Burn Tower was a sick like idea to like build a legendary Pokemon off of in World Lore. Fighting Red is peak, right? Is level 80-ish Pokemon. Fucking sick. I will say though, the Gen 2 starters were all lame. Typhlosion's kind of boring. I used for Alligator my first playthrough. It's like, that's okay, I guess. There's a lot better water types. And then Meganium, I think, is the coolest of the Gen 2 starters, and that's like the best colored shit contest, you know? So that's my issue with Gen 2. Also a lot of cool Pokemon. Tyranitar is a peak Pokemon. Baby Pokemon, peak idea. Wobbuffet, peak idea. A lot of really cool ideas for Pokemons. Alright, Gen 3. Gen 3 was pretty ass. I'm sorry. Like, keep in mind, I want you guys to understand this. You know the IGN meme of too much water? They're not wrong. When I tried playing through the game, I couldn't finish it. I was really bored. And part of it was just all the water traveling, all the constant water fights. Another part is I found the direction, like where to go. Like it didn't really tell you where to go that well. I will say the designs in 3rd gen were fine. You know, Rayquaza's cool, Groudon's cool, Kyogre, like I guess like the Pokemon designs were pretty good. So I'll give it that. But I think Gen 3 is the only gen I never finished. Gen 2 is my most nostalgic by far. So yeah, I'm gonna give Gen 3 C tier, maybe even D tier. We're gonna have to decide later.
What are you waiting for?
Alright, Gen 4. The thing about Gen 4, I think the Pokemon in Gen 4 were pretty mid. Right? I honestly can't remember many of the Gen 4 Pokemon. Okay? However, I think the actual like world design was cool. I love climbing up that ice mountain. I love climbing up the ice mountain. I loved like how it felt like the areas weren't interconnected. That was the first DS Pokemon, right? And like the upgrade in graphics with the DS, like the animations on the Pokemon moves, the music, everything. I think the pure quality of the presentation was nice. I think the box legendaries, Palkia and Dialga, were lame. Giratina's cool. Oh yeah, the Giratina realm was sick. The whole like time travel play were pretty cool. Like the time travel space Pokemon. What else was there? I feel like I have to look at the Gen 4 Pokemon to remember them well. Because I remember there was like a Bombas? No, or was that Gen 3? I can't remember much about Gen 4's Pokemon. So it's like, I'm gonna have to pass. Gen 4 Cynthia? Oh, hold up. That's S tier then. But yeah, no. Like, I think every gen has some decent Pokemon, but this is one of the weaker ones. Alright. Now, Black and White. Hard Gold, Soul Silver. Oh, when I think of gens, I'm thinking of like the original like mainline games for each gen. Gen 5 D tier? No! Dude, it has Cofactorgrass, like the Ghost Coffin Pokemon. I think the desert area with like the ruins was really cool. Was Gen 5 the gen where they got rid of each M's attached to Pokemon and just made it an item?
What are you waiting for?
Like, I think that's what Gen 5 was, right? Is when they finally just made it like items pretty much. Yeah. Like, I remember there's so many cool Pokemon. There's Cofactorgrass. You know what I'm actually gonna do? Hold up. I'm gonna do something.
I don't have time to play.
I'm gonna say Pokemon by gen. I think this is a good way to do it. Yeah, so we can just go through and be like, yeah, Gen 1 Pokemon. Classic Pokemon. Gen 2. Sudowoodo, awesome. Wooper, awesome. Some stinkers like Hitmontop and Tyrogue, whatever. Yeah, Gen 3. Okay, Gen 3 or Gardevoir, that might be S tier. Nah, I don't like Gen 3 Pokemon, really. Back to Gen 4, I want to make sure I'm not... Oh, yeah, Gen 4 had shit like Torterra and Prinplup and Napoleon and Fernape. Oh my god, dude, Gen 4 Pokemon were ass. Vespiquen's cool, I guess. Pachirisa's cool. Gastrodon's cool. Gen 4 Zero... Oh, I had Lopunny? Oh, I had Lopunny and Drifblim. Spiritomb, yeah. There's some... Actually, Gen 4 has some really fucking good Pokemon. Like Lucario and Hippowdon. I think Croagunk's cool. Actually, Gen 4 has some sick Pokemon. Weavile. Togekiss? I had the Frostlass line as well? Mammals? Oh, Rotom? I forgot what... Hold up. Okay, no. Gen 4 actually goes up to A tier.
I don't have time to play.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoy your walk. The Gen 4 legendaries were kind of lame, but like the overall Pokemon, like they released in it, yeah. All right, Gen 4, that's an A tier. I forgot. All right, and then Gen 5, Black White, yeah, Superior, cool. Victini, sure. Emboar, Samurai, not really Samurai, but Emboar, great Pokemon. Oh wait, I forgot the Elemental Monkeys were lame. I forgot the Elemental Monkeys were lame. Wait.
I don't have time to play.
Oh, Ardino was a cool concept. The super high experience Pokemon. Wait, I'm looking at Gen 5? Wait, yo, the Pokemon that released in Gen 5, like, oh, look, it's cool, I guess. Crocodile is cool. Darmanitan is cool. Scrafty is funny. Yeah, we got Coffergus. Garbodor. Oh, that's a great meme. I really like Black White 1. I mean, hell, they had a villain in Black White that was a bit more interesting than most Pokemon villains. I don't think it was particularly interesting. It's a Pokemon villain. But compared to the stuff they were releasing, Gen 5 had, you know, what's his name was a good villain. Oh, yeah, these were cool Pokemon. Gothitelle, Ranunculus, I like those. Oh, yeah, conceptually, like, the summer, like, the seasonal forms of the deer was interesting. I really remember liking like the design of like the levels in 5. But now I'm looking at the Pokemon 5 and like there's some good ones. And then there's like Klinklang and Ferrothorn. I'm like, and like these, like the Beehive and Electros. And I'm like, alright, you got your Chandeliers and your Galvatulas. But you get Stunfisk, like, no one wants something. No one wants Cryogonal. Buffalo, okay, Buffalo's kind of awesome. Volcarona, I mean, Legendary, yeah. The Legendaries are kind of lame. Cool, yeah. Ooh, yeah, these are all lame Legendaries. All the Legendaries are lame, except, like, Keldeo. You know what? I'm gonna have to actually put Gen 5 as, you know, it's like, I remember loving it when I played it. And now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, wait. That gen is kind of butt cheeks. Yeah, that's a bad gen. I actually never beat Gen 3. It was too boring. It was boring. I didn't like the lack of direction. But no, yeah, I hated Gen 3. Alright, Gen 6. That was the one with like the giant city that's supposed to be like New York City, right? If I remember correctly. I remember like if that's the one. No, oh, Gen 5 is that one? Gen 6 is one that introduces fairy types. Oh, it has breaks in. Alright. Best gen. But, oh, wait, Gen 6 is France. Let me see. Lumio City. That's Gen 6? Let me see real quick. Gen 6 Lumiose City.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, no, this is what I was thinking of. Okay, so this isn't very New York themed. But I remember Lumiose City was awesome. Because this is also the first gen you really get a lot of customization on your character, right? Like you can really like change like your outfits, like your hats, your shirts, your pants.
I don't have time to play.
Yeah. Yeah, that one added a lot of personality, where like 5 was like good level design. 6 is like personality. Oh yeah, and you get all the, okay, 2 of the starters are good, right? Braixen, Greninja. Oh, Talonflame is awesome. What was the legendary? Oh yeah, the legendaries were lame, like Zivetto and whatever. I like the color flower things. Go-Go is my goat. Aegislash. Oh yeah, I like, yep, the fairy typing. Dude, the fairy typing they added was also sick. Yveltal, Fash, I can't pronounce things. And then they added this dude. What is this thing? This looks like a Mario 64 like rejected boss concept. Oh, 6 would added Mega Evolutions? Wait, you're telling me 6 added like customization for your character and Mega Evolutions?
What are you waiting for?
Oh yeah, Healisk is a cool thing. I like this Pokemon. There's so many good designs in 6. Sylveon, one of my favorite Pokemon. Oh, I love, dude, hold up. Goodra's in this gen? I have a giant Goodra plushie. No shame.
I don't have time to play.
Oh, like, damn. Phantom, yep, this is a cool line. Klefki is a funny Pokemon. Like, outside of the legendaries, like, every design is a banger. Lumio City's great. I remember the plot. I think you have like an ally that follows you for some spots for double battles. And I thought that was a nice little touch to like have the ally with you for double battles. Was this also the gen with
I don't have time to
look at the legendaries again. No, I think the next gen is the one I'm thinking of. With like the mom-daughter feud. Yeah, Gen 6 is a pretty good gen. It really... I feel like it doesn't have the same technical advancements as 4 does, but it really adds a lot. It gets A tier. Actually... No, Gen 6 is great. Low key, it's an S tier. Actually, I'm thinking. Right? Yeah, no, Gen 6 is really, really solid. It's just the legendaries suck. Alright. Alright, Gen 7. Oh, God, Gen 7. This is the one with the islands, right? Like, isn't this the one that has, like, that Pokemon that's, like, a school of fish? And it has, like the tribal Pokemon with, like, buffs or whatever. Oh, yeah. No, that one's garbage. Like, let's look through the Mons, but that one's just garbage. Like, I have some okay starters. It has the Trump Pokemon with gumshoes. Which is, L. Actually, it's a dub for the memes. But yeah, like, Vikavolt, I like using Vikavolt, like. Yeah, the Pokemon aren't memorable either. Like, Mudsdale is aight. Salazzle is aight. I only played Sun Moon. I didn't play Ultras.
What are you waiting for?
This thing is only aight because it's in Smash and it's kind of funny. Like, Mimikyu is a cool concept. I think Mimikyu is a cool concept. That's all the new Pokemon? I forgot. I didn't even add that many new Pokemon. Oh yeah, Cosmog, yeah. I did like the mother-daughter like feud, and I like the Buzzwole for the memes. I've got has a lot of legendaries, and they all suck. Except Buzzwole. And oh, you like Pheromosa? You're like a bad girl who almost got a step on you? My man wants a bug to step on him. That's crazy. Anyway. Yeah, Gen 7 was garbage. I honestly don't know how I beat Gen 7, but I didn't finish Gen 3. Because I remember beating Gen 7 and I was like, that's it? I think the biggest issue was the 4 islands instead of the 8 gym leaders. It felt like it was bad pacing for a Pokemon game. Like the level curve and stuff. I also think this is the one that added worst XP share. I remember like the scaling for the game being really poor in terms of difficulty, even for a Pokemon game. But yeah. And everything just felt too isolated. That was XY. Okay, XY. I remember doing a blind Nuzlocke for XY. That's when I started doing blind Nuzlocks for new Pokemon games. And I actually remember enjoying XY. I remember it had issues. Definitely was not perfect. But, because XY is the one that really tried doing the kind of open world thing. Where you had like kind of big hub areas. And then the hub areas led to like the more like meticulous areas, I think. And like it was kind of cool to run around the hub areas and like find like different Pokemon in different areas. They gave you lots of options. And if you didn't look up like guides, you could find some rare things, but it just gave you a lot of customization, and it was kind of just cool to run around. I think Gen 8 also had some good mons. Like Cinderace, Rillaboom, yep, Inteleon, good starters. Corviknight's cool.
I don't have time to play.
Oh yeah, Double. Yep, Appleton. G-Max was lame. G-Max was so bad. The Toxicity. Oh yeah! Dude, Gen 8 also had some cool leaders. Yeah, Gen 8 had some really good leaders actually.
What are you waiting for?
Right? Because there was like the music leader. What else? Yeah, Melanie. Yep, Marnie. Nessa. Bia. Oh yeah. Bida. Yeah. There was some good leaders. I remember obviously like the issue with the game was definitely it was like it had bad frame rate drops. Like the presentation on it was bad. Frame rate drops. Like they didn't refinish animations. I didn't like G-Max as a concept. Even the designs look cool, like massive Pikachu's funny. As a concept, it kind of sucked, and I think like the whole rating system wasn't fleshed out. Cool idea though, but like it didn't really work. Yeah, so Gen 8 has some good designs and cool ideas, but the execution on the open world was kind of bad. The execution on the raids was kind of bad.
I don't have time to play.
I think this was like the first like console one, like first full 3D. And like it just ran like shit. Animations weren't finished. There wasn't even a lot of new Pokemon, it felt like. Oh, there's also this thing. I don't know if they're cooking with this one. But anyway.
What are you waiting for?
I remember Gen 8 ran pretty bad. Like, it didn't run smooth enough, okay? I noticed the frame drops. And the fact that it's a AAA game, it shouldn't be dropping frames like that. I'm gonna give Gen 8, like, a lower BT.
I don't have time to play.
It's like, I had a fine time overall with it, but it probably gets lower B tier. Oh, yeah, well, Gen 9. Oh, man, Gen 9. Oh, Gen 9. First of all, Gen 9, great starters. Right? Skeledirge, Meowscarter are great. Quaxel, whatever. And I think the Gen 9 designs were good. Like, I like all these bugs. Pawmot's cute. Oh, yeah, Mossel, it's a cool thing. Bellabolt. What else do we have? Oh yeah, the Toad's cool. Oh yeah, this had a... Oh my god, what's that one thing called? What is that one thing called? God damn it. It's like a ground poison type Pokemon that's good for tanking. Clodsire, I had Clodsire, and Clodsire is awesome. Tinkaton, Waltry. Oh, you know, there was some cool things. Palafin. I know it was broken, but it was a really cool idea. Like, oh yeah, this thing's broken until like it's half health. Or is it the inverse? I don't know. Oh yeah, there was like the giant whale that like eats like this thing. That was kind of awesome too. Yeah. Oh, and then this also has like the future Pokemon. The future area was... It was very cool to go to. And it was kind of nice to like get endgame, and you got like a huge selection of like endgame Pokemon if you want. King Gambit's base too, yeah. Yeah, no, I would I'd say overall, Gen 9 is pretty... Dude, there was a lot of... Oh my god, I forgot how many good things there were. However, despite the good designs, that's like the only good thing I can say about it. In theory, you can kind of play through the game in any order you want, right? In practice, the level curve and scaling is awful on Gen 9.
What are you waiting for?
Like, I remember, like, if you, like, don't follow, like, a specific route, you'll end up really over-leveled. Even if you do follow it, you'll end up over-leveled. But, like, you have to follow a very specific route, or, like, you'll, like, go through a few gym leaders, be over-leveled, do, like, the Team Star stuff, farm them, and as a result, there was no challenge whatsoever. And, like, it kind of felt like fake open world, right? Like, there should have been scaling or something. It ran like shit. The box legendaries might be the lamest in Pokemon history. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, the fucking bike Pokemon. I think it's cool. You have a, I guess it's cool. You have a Pokemon that's like a flying thing and a bike. You can hover around the map. Also, like actually maneuver around the map was boring. Giant open world with nothing in it. Like, okay, I'll find a stone with like a special terrestrialized Pokemon. I guess the terrestrialization is cool in a concept, but like it's not exciting to constantly find, oh, it's just a Pokemon, but it's terrestrialized. I guess finding like the TMs in the world when you look around is cool, except TMs are just thrown in random ass spots. You know, the entire open world design of Gen 9 was garbage. You know, Gen 9 sucks. Sure, it's not as bad as Gen 7, but that is a very low bar. Alright. This is the objective Pokemon Gen tier list.
I don't have time to play.
What do we think? Alright, so S tier, Gen 2 and 6. A tier, Gen 4 and 1, Gen B tier, Gen 5 and 8, C tier, Gen 3, and D tier is 9 and 7. I have too much nostalgia for Gen 2. I can't look at Gen 2 objectively because it was like what I grew up with. Like Gen 1 came out when I was 4, and Gen 2 came out when I was like 6 or 7. Yeah. So you know it. Yeah. I remember playing Crystal version specifically. Oh, on my Game Boy Color. Like a more objective look at Gen 2, we probably put it like here in A tier. Anyway, all right, back to Street Fighter. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think the clickbait was gonna get us into this Pokemon Gen discussion. But hey, now we have that out there. I'm glad we can mostly agree. Actually, I want to look at one last thing. So if we look at Pokemon Gens by era, handheld era is what, 1 to 7? Actually, let's say classic era is like 1 to 3, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. We're pretty good. A lot of people like Gen 3. I didn't like it, pretty good. DS era, best era Pokemon, IMO. Right? The worst one is still B tier. And then the moment we get to the post-DS era of Pokemons, I guess Gen 7. We don't count Gen 7. That one sucks. Once you get to console gens, they're not cooking anymore.
I don't have time to play.
All right, that might go on Twitter later. I'm definitely dropping on Twitter later. I'm gonna see the responses.